to my sister Hine. I know all that remains in the Night Kingdom is your memory, but I still wanted to write a short letter to tell you about the situation after the war. After countless partings and farewells, Natlan has finally entered an era of peace. The pilgrimage is still a popular tournament, but now its only purpose is to showcase the thrill of competition, rather than select warriors for war. Our cultural legacy is not rooted in our suffering. In this era of peace, Natlan's fire will burn brighter than ever. With the restoration of the Night Kingdom, our people are now free to leave our borders, and many have set their sights on the wonders of Tibet. I'm sure many exciting and eye-opening adventures await them. And although our battle scars will fade, the stories of our heroes will never be forgotten. When a new you returns to this land one day, I know you'll recognize the significance of this war and all we lost. The land we love has not been destroyed, but grows stronger by the day. I will forever be grateful that I got to see you again. And when the flames deliver this letter to you, I hope you know how much I miss you. I actually got the chance to finish this painting. And not a moment too soon. It's time to bid farewell to all the fallen.
Let's fly!
Hey! Is that part new? Hyman's never seen it before.
We are gathered here today to bid farewell to all who lost their lives in this war. This struggle has caused us profound pain and brought us face to face with loneliness and loss. But through it all, our bravery and resolve never wavered, and we never lost sight of victory. Even the tiniest of sparks can unite to become a blazing fire. They lit our way forward and showed us the path to victory. When our homeland is revived and life blooms again, they will return to us with the first rain of spring. It is just as our poem describes. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation. The fallen are never truly lost to us. We will be reunited one day. And as we create new legends and write new poems in honor of our beloved homeland, they will always be with us. Their deeds immortalized in our memory, and their names immortalized in stone. This epic will be remembered in the actions of every valiant warrior and brave Saurian, all equally important and indispensable. I would also like to take the time to recognize a Fatui Harbinger, who sacrificed his life for our cause. He was a warrior from Conria, who helped defend our nation 500 years ago, a man who used his own heart as refuge for the souls of the fallen. For the chance to offer them a final resting place, he chose to fight with us once again. In the end, he fulfilled his wish and returned the souls to the ley lines. By turning his curse into a weapon, he defeated his fated foe and protected me in the process. We have had our differences in the past, and I cannot say his character is representative of all in his organization. But on this occasion, we honor him as one of our own. In Natlan, all heroes are worthy of celebration. our heroes here. Is there something you want to discuss? The forces of the Abyss have always sought to corrode Teyvat. The ley lines were created by the heavenly principles, and it's only with their protection that Teyvat is able to nurture all forms of life. If the Abyss had free reign, this world would become a living hell. We saw that for ourselves. Any attempt by humanity to harness the power of the Abyss is met with swift punishment. The heavenly principles and the Shade show no mercy in that regard. That unyielding approach is also the source of great sorrow and hatred. The situation goes beyond a simple discussion of right versus wrong. Perhaps the truth will reveal itself during your future adventures. Oh, isn't it obvious? The Ode of Resurrection didn't take effect at all. Your own strength is what allowed you to keep fighting, as well as the moral support from everyone in Natlan. Still, moral support is also an important, if underappreciated, effect of the Ode of Resurrection. The captain's subordinates sent us a letter he left behind. After our duel at the stadium, he asked Tsaritsa to remove him from the responsibility of obtaining the Gnosis, and his request was granted. The captain respected the outcome of that match and refused to violate his principles. But since this is the final Gnosis, I doubt that Tsaritsa will let the situation stand. Perhaps a replacement Harbinger will be sent here soon. I'll make... A direct conflict with the Fatui is unavoidable the moment you step foot in Snezhnaya, so make sure you're ready for any scenario. On a related note, I've acquired some new intel about the fragment that suddenly appeared in the sky. Such fragments are known as Ancient Moon's remnants, relics of secret source technology from the era of the ancient dragons. Coincidentally, a small squad of Fatui infiltrated our borders around the same time it appeared. Our investigation revealed them to be the subordinates of the Doctor. Their stronghold is in Nod Krai, a land with a long history not far from Snezhnaya. The people there can use a very special power. It's said that this mysterious power predates even the 7 elements of Teyvat. Ancient Moon's remnants, the Doctor, a mysterious power. The project that connects all 3 must be ambitious indeed. Huh? Tribe? Oh, you're thinking along the lines of how the names of the 6 heroes were inherited. In truth, apart from a few ancient names associated with a certain tribal culture or tradition, most ancient names can be inherited by anyone. Your name likely falls under that category. The Wyab will select someone who shares your character and name them as your successor. Of course, that won't happen for a very long time. The captain's subordinate. The captain respected the outcome of that. Perhaps a replacement Harbinger will be sent here soon. I'll make sure to be prepared. The long journey of the Pyro Archon has now come to an end. Together, we overcame darkness and death to accomplish something truly remarkable. As we celebrate your glory, allow me to thank you once again. This time, just as Mawika. Thank you for the respect, understanding, and support every step of the way. An honor we share. You can keep chatting with your friends nearby. I think I'll stay here for now and watch over them.
And Guthred's soul possessed my body. All I saw was a dark abyss. The captain carried countless souls within him. It must have taken so much strength to live like that for hundreds of years. For us, his death is something sad. But for him, maybe it finally allowed him to be at peace.
My lord, you will forever serve as an example for all your soldiers.
If something like this happens again, Paimon wants to fight by the Traveler's side.
Hey, did you hear? As long as we get permission from our chief, we can leave Natlan as much as we want.
Yeah, it's because the ley lines have been restored, right? And the Lord of the Night is a lot stronger now.
That means we can finally see the outside world for ourselves. I heard that Fontaine has a huge ocean. That is totally my vibe. I can't wait to go see it.
I want to go to Liyue. The mountains are supposed to be super tall.
Sounds like the makings of a great vacation. Let's start planning. But first, we all promised we would go to the hot springs together. Then we'll be hot springs buddies for life.
After you got back, you mentioned you saw Koichi in the Night Kingdom. So, she helped you then? Good. I'm sure that made her happy. It's all right. I don't think she's going to come see me. She's probably sick of nagging her older sister. Still, thank you for telling me. Natlan has a bright future because of you. And I have a chance to make up for my regrets.
Strange. Why does no one praise the deeds of the Almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahu? Does no one care about my heroism? A great hero such as myself, forced to remain nameless! Ignorant fools. Well. A compliment. After all these years. It's about time you knew your place, lowly servant. Hey! Why are you glaring at me? Oof.
My teacher once said the weight of fate is decided by the one who has to bear it. You helped Natlan overcome a cruel fate. From now on, we will always be there to help you. Now, we just need to see where your fate, no, our fate, leads us.
The stories of heroes will continue to be passed down from generation to generation. If Natlan faces a crisis again, I'm sure people will look to our story as a source of hope. We've earned our place in history. That's pretty surreal, don't you think?
What are you thinking about, Traveler? Oh, the battle, right? Even though we won in the end, it cost a lot to get to this point, huh?
Story! I want to hear a story!
Come on! Tell us!
Well, you kids don't miss a beat, do you? All right. You can be the first audience for this new tale. Let me know what you think. Now, where to begin?
Want to stop and listen to the story? Sounds pretty fun!
This is a story of the great heroes of our time. There are 3 great heroes at the center of this tale. The first is an outlander known as the Traveler, a warrior of great strength, completely immune to the power of the Abyss. Most importantly, the Traveler is kind and brave. Someone who treasures those around him. You could call him a natural-born hero.
Yeah, he's super strong. Tell us more.
Hey, just let him finish the story. The man telling the story keeps looking this way, Traveler. Paimon thinks he recognizes you.
The second hero is also an outlander. Many years ago, he forged a connection with this land and used his body as a vessel for the souls of his fallen comrades. His goal was to give them a home and, with that, a chance to be reborn into this world. The third hero is none other than our current Archon, Mawika. Not only is she a powerful and respected figure, but she also commands the power of the Ode of Resurrection, which can bring people back from the dead. With the support of 6 heroes from 500 years ago, she united Natlan against a dangerous foe. Now, this story truly begins with the arrival of the Traveler in Natlan. Under his guidance, Kachina performed exceptionally well in the pilgrimage and earned her chance at the Night Warden Wars. Suddenly, the sky turned dark. The sacred flame went out, and Gasoithoth appeared. Everyone gathered at the stadium and sang the Ode of Resurrection together to send their support to the furthest corner of the Night Kingdom. Hermione became known by all, and everyone began reciting the words that defined its message. In the beginning, there was darkness, until someone set themselves aflame. Only then did the universe know light. Anyway, the dust has now settled, and Natlan has entered a new era of peace. The Traveler fought for life, the Captain fought for death, and our Archon, Mawika, created a bridge between them.
Wow! Is there more? Please don't let that be the end!
Sounds like you like this one. Tell you what, give me some time and I'll write it all out in even greater detail.
I loved it! This is the best story ever! Yeah, and Hermione is the coolest ancient name. I get to be Hermione today, okay, guys?
Hey, it's supposed to be my turn! No, it's my turn!
No, it's my turn! I get to be Hermione today! So, no one wants to be the Pyro Archon anymore?
Sounds fun! What do you say, Traveler? Wanna let Paimon be Hermione for the day? Alrighty then! Let's go, Paimon! A new adventure awaits!